Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike, and today we have a special update for you. Now this is going to feel a little strange, a little weird in and around the hole for many of you because we haven't done straight up superhero videos in a while on this channel. We talk about them all the time. We're still fans of them. Just get a little bit tired of it from time to time. It felt washed out. It feel like, you know, it's when if one finger, maybe two is it's too much. My last Tuesday night aside, one thing that I'm really excited for in the world of superhero movies, and I really thought that nothing was going to get me that excited. Don't get me wrong, I got excited for the Batman. There's still a lot of properties that if they were to come out, I'm still going to get hard earned money out of my wallet to go see. And one of them is definitely Deadpool. But there's not a whole lot, a lot of the Marvel stuff that's going on. It's just like, it peaked for me with Endgame. It was like after that, I'm just like, I'm completed. And you know what happens when you complete and you try to keep going? It stings. Or at least tickles too much, and like a bad kind of tickling. Are we talking about the same thing right now? But it's something Disney does that pisses me off and it makes me mad, and I actually root against them to buy things now. For one, because it's gotta be a monopoly at this point, right? What makes me mad is when they buy up things that people love and they decide not to use them. Like when they bought X-Men and we're like, yay, they have X-Men. A lot of X-Men movies were pretty fucking cool, I thought, over on Fox. They had some stinky turds in the ocean, yes indeed, but they also had a few of the greatest superhero movies to come out, like X-Men Days of Future Past and things like that, and Deadpool and Logan and shit like that. So when they bought it all up, it was like, oh cool, it's gonna go into this huge corporate machine. Not that Fox isn't a huge corporate machine, but it's gonna go into like a really clean and sterilized machine. Don't get me wrong, I love some of the stuff that Marvel does. Look, I'm gonna give up on trying not to make people mad because some people are just gonna be mad. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan, especially when they came out and were like, yeah, and we're not gonna use this shit until like phase 17, like 12 fucking years from now. And then there's people's contracts and the whole thing's just a mess. And it pisses me off. I'm like, you bought it. You bought these ice skates. Now ice skate in them. God damn it. You get your ass out on that ice and ice skate. And it's like, no, I'm going to put it in my basement for 12 years. I just bought them because you're poor and you can't afford them anymore. I'm like, damn it, Stan. You're such a shitty uncle. It's not a true story. And it's happening right now with what's going on. And I promise I'm getting to the news stories. I mean, it's not like you guys don't already know. But it's happening right now with Blade. Right? There's these news stories coming out right now that Marvel, they lost the director because they pushed it back again, or there was a scheduling conflict. And then there's rumors that Marshiani Ali is very pissed off and that there's like a 60 or 90 page script or whatever it is that has 2 lackluster fight scenes in it. And you just get this sense with Marvel that they might tell you they're going to do something and eventually they'll do it, right? But if they're not really pumped about something, then you can tell that they're not pumped about it, and you get like something, we'll do it. We'll put it on Disney Plus or some shit, or we'll do this with it, or we'll make it a cameo and something. We'll give you what we want because we're all about fan service. We gave you John Krasinski, but we didn't try very hard and he died. He was turned into a fucking Twizzler. But you should be happy. Here's I fed you your baby food, you fucking asshole. You just don't want that done with your favorite character. So if I'm saying anything, going all the way back around to the asshole, point is, I was really pissed, especially when they kept saying, no, we're doing Deadpool 3. I'm like, yeah, it'll be PG-13, and you're going to nerf the coolest, comic book character to come out in ages, and one of the most natural, original feeling things, the closest thing to a comedy we'll ever get in 2022, a raunchy comedy that's actually on the big screen, that's actually really funny with talent and money behind it. Deadpool is our best hope for something new in the superhero genre and for comedy. And it's also Ryan Reynolds in a role he was born to play. Disney doesn't want to make anybody mad. They're people pleasers, but they're smart. They're too smart. They're going to sit on that property and suck sequels out of it and give you the bare minimum, let Ryan Reynolds get a little bit older, lose some of the years and possible sequels out of his career, and then give you a half-hearted version of it, maybe put him in someone else's movie, who knows, all because they don't want to risk doing a Deadpool movie because it's risky, because the vulgar, the humor, it's Disney over the title after all. And I know that they've gotten a little bit better with some of this stuff. They did put out Prey, which is R-rated. They are doing things. They said that Deadpool would be R-rated. But these are all things I will believe when I see them with my own 2 eyeballs. But this news that you hear is, I spent this whole video bitching about Disney, I know. And the whole point is that maybe I was wrong after all. And it's beautiful. And I love it. I'm not wrong overall about them. But hopefully in this situation, the star power of Ryan Reynolds, whatever happened behind the scenes, we figured it the fuck out. And he comes out with this video, as I'm sure sure you guys have seen where he's talking. He's like, it's a hilarious video because Ryan Reynolds is a master marketer. It's the kind of thing The Rock is trying to do with Black Adam, but he's just not the personality, you know? Everybody loves The Rock. He's like the most famous person in the fucking world at this point. But Ryan Reynolds works when he does this marketing machine that he does because he himself is a walking comedy. Comedy is something that's entertaining, that transcends marketing, things like that. You don't mind to watch a commercial if it makes you laugh your ass off. But you know, I think The Rock is trying to create that. He's trying to make that fetch happen. But again, this guy is just, he's born to do this. This is perfect for him. He is Deadpool, living, walking, talking, erect. God, that's hot. So they do this commercial, like he's been doing it, and he actually has like the X-Force Deadpool suit on, the gray Deadpool suit on. And it's so funny because he reads Deadpool comics exactly like I read them, on the toilet. Literally, that's where I put them. It's one of the only comics I actually read, and I keep them by the toilet. It's a perfect time to read them. But the joke was, you know, he couldn't come up with anything, and then Hugh Jackman just walks behind him, and everybody knows how good friends they are. He's like, hey, you want to play Wolverine again? He's like, yeah, sure, Ryan. He just smiles or whatever. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's beautiful. It's the biggest, greatest news ever. And I point you to this tweet that happened forevers ago where Ryan Reynolds said, I lost it. Where the fuck did it go? Shit tits on Texas fucking toast. Where did this go? Oh, dear God. Oh yeah, a while back, Ryan Reynolds tweeted, this is all the way on January 2021. He was trying to get... He was trying to get discussions around mental health by retweeting hashtag Bell Let's Talk. You can make a difference. In case that's not enough, he throws in this tidbit. And he says, before Disney bought Fox, Deadpool 3 was going to be a road trip between Deadpool and Logan, Rashomon style, for real. That sent me into a fucking rage, man. And by fucking rage, I mean, I was like, that enrages me, I said, alone in my living room. But it did, because I was like, that is the perfect movie. And what Rashomon style means, and this is a hint at what this movie's going to be about, because I imagine if they had that story ready to go between him and Hugh, it's going to stay the same, like me and Hugh. I'm a father. It's fine. I can make those jokes. What that means is when two characters tell a story, it's the same story, but they each tell it from their own point of view. And to see them, you know what that's going to be like. You know, Deadpool's version of that's going to be hilarious, and he's the good guy, and he's perfect, and he did everything right. And then on the other side of that, Hugh Jackman Wolverine's story is going to be fucking angry and annoyed by all the dumb shit Deadpool's doing. And it's just goddamn good. It's going to be genius. It's going to be fucking genius. And I hope to God they keep that story, because it's just, god damn it, I'm hard right now. Hard up for some good Deadpool action team ups. And it's just fucking glorious, man. I cannot think of a project in the world of superheroes that would be cooler than this. I couldn't even think about it on my own. So let's talk about what that's going to be like. Now, I think that is going to be really fucking cool, number one. But number two, what does it mean? Well, they came out with this other video, and another genius joke video that also explained everybody's questions, because everybody's like, what the fuck, Logan's dead, and you think, oh my god, they're gonna ruin how great Logan ended. And they were like, no. Logan takes place in 2029. This is way before that. It has nothing to do with that movie. That was when Logan died. This is when Logan was still alive. He had a whole life before he died. So it's gonna take place then. So boom, great. Don't have to worry about that. Not gonna shit on the legacy of Logan. That one's done. God damn, these people are smart. The other big question to ask, in my opinion, is what does this mean for the Marvel Universe? They're gonna introduce their own Wolverine, right? So is that gonna come from one of the multiverses or whatever, like 2319? Fuck free world 313 or some shit like that. How's that going to work? And I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. And that's the point of what I was going to say when we're going to do these updates. We may do updates on just movies we care about. We're not going to do updates on everything Marvel, because I just don't care about the universe as a whole. Like when you get into the deep stuff and the, oh my God, Draymond the Octopus Man is coming to in the post-credit sequence, hinting at the Avengers 9 when Goldilocks fucking ate this bear soup or something. Like, I'm not that deep into it. I like what I like, and you know what I mean? Don't talk about what you don't fucking know. I feel like I know Deadpool pretty cool, so I'm fine doing these updates on this. But anyways, I don't know how that works and how they're going to introduce their new Wolverine down the road, but that's so long down the road that they can figure it out, and we know that Logan dies in 2029. So, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I just hope that they don't set it up to where this has to be a one-off, because I think there's other interesting things you could definitely do with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in the meantime. He's still in great shape, obviously. So I don't know what it means for the whole universe as a whole, or how that would tie that in, but it's a comic book, man. They can do whatever they want. They can figure that shit out. It is going to be interesting to see how they walk that line, introducing a new Wolverine, using this one, all that shit like that. But from what I'm hearing, maybe Taron Egerton, which I really hate as a casting for Wolverine. So yeah, don't know what they're going to do there, but honestly, I don't care. And now I think a lot of people are probably in your head when you see this and the way they're doing it. It's going to be like a pure comedy movie or like lightheartedness. But both these characters are really rooted in tragedy. You know what I mean? And both Wolverine and Deadpool have just been through the awfulest of the awful. And some of their team ups in the comic books came on the heels of some of that awfulness. Like Wolverine helped Deadpool find out some wild shit about his life in their team ups in the comic book. There's stuff where Deadpool had a child, where he had those closest to him murdered and killed in the most heinous of ways, where he's had everything you can imagine happen. He's literally gone through a storyline where he fucking was sent to murder his own goddamn parents with his old bedroom in the same house. So I think as fun as this is going to be, I think you'll have to have that emotional anchor. And I think it's going to be some tragedy that one of them is helping the other one with, and they're stuck together. I don't think it's going to be some corny superhero like, you can meet me here to get your buttress of Windsor, but you must come together. What I would love to see, just one more wish I have, if I just have one more fucking wish, would be that they use this template the same way they talked about Hugh Jackman and Wolverine in the first Deadpool movie to get one more spinoff I want. How cool would it be if they're on the road talking and he's like, and Deadpool's like, hey, tell me a story about something. And he was like, I fought the Hawk, right? And he was like, I'm not getting into that right now. Or just something like that where you could hint at it. And if we're going to jump back in Wolverine's past and tell this story, couldn't we also technically jump back into Wolverine's past and have in another sequel, a spinoff where we get to see Wolverine versus the Hawk? Like it was in the comic books, just a one-off, not including all the other crazy shit, but that little storyline right there. And you could use it to introduce like Alpha Flight and some other characters and things like that if you wanted to. How fucking rad would that be, though? Just a girl's dream. Just a little girl's dream, That's what I want. But anyway, that's aside the point. We're going way off topic there. I have a lot of hopes and dreams in my life. You should too. And you should masturbate regularly. But also, the last part of news that we have to talk about today is Sean Levy is going to be the director for this. I don't know how you'll feel about this. He seems very pumped about it. He worked with Hugh Jackman on Real Steel. He obviously is huge with Ryan Reynolds, with Free Guy, and with Project Anthem. What the fuck was the name of that movie? So these guys all know how to work together really well. I just hope, again, Sean Levy's stuff. Let's look. He obviously did Stranger Things and stuff like that, but he's done a lot of cleaner stuff, right? There's nothing I'm seeing, and he did The Internship. That was not one of the dirty ones. Date Night, Pink Panther, Cheaper by the Dozen, Just Married. There's no raunchiness really in his background that I'm seeing, unless I'm missing anything. He's a pretty clean guy. He did like the Night at the Museum movies and shit like that. I really hope that, man, it's Wolverine and Deadpool. It's adult time. You know what I'm saying? It's time to drink beers and smoke stogies with the guys in the garage. We're going to tell some stories, I really hope that, and with Ryan Reynolds' humor, I'm sure it'll get there. But that's maybe if I had any concerns, I do. But today's not the day for concerns. Today's the day for excitement. And how excited are you guys for this? How pumped are you? How do you feel about all the ideas and stuff I divulged on you there? And I can't wait to see the 8 people that watch this video, because it's not about horror movie news. But all 8 of you comment down below and let me know what you guys think about these ideas. And I'm just pumped for this movie, man. Had to talk about it. So, yeah. I love your all's fucking faces so much. Make sure you subscribe for who knows.